Hey guys, it's Erica, and earlier I unboxed a plant that I got in the mail, and I wasn't able to sit here and film the unboxing because I couldn't, but I didn't completely open it. I just wanted to unbox it to make sure it was safe. So I kind of filmed that very poorly. We'll see if the footage gets inserted, but I have the plant here. It is the Philodendron Brandtianum, and I've been wanting one of these for a very long time. It's one of the plants that I look up way too often on Etsy, and I waste a lot of time looking it up and stuff. So you know what? I just went for it and bought it. So it's here, and as you can see, it's very different. It's a very different setup from what you would normally see from buying a plant online, and I just wanted to see how it would be to buy a plant already on a moss pole. It's been in this little, I thought it would be fine if I unboxed it and then left it in this little water bottle container thing, because it's getting humidity and it seems to be moist inside. Humidity is never a bad thing, so I thought it would be fine, but now it's time to take this baby out. And I can see the roots from inside. They look to be healthy. They don't seem to be actually clinging on the moss pole. And honestly, I'm a little bit worried for how I'm going to get this to live and how I'm going to get it to stand, because I don't know if I should pot it or what, but I do know that I have to keep the moss pole moist, which I am. That's a lot of dedication, and I'm going to have to be very dedicated to keeping the pole moist. And I'm a little bit worried about that. I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but inside you can see the aerial roots, and they're kind of just flailing around. They're not really connected to the moss pole exactly, or from what I can tell, so that's what's causing me stress. Okay, but I want to get it out of here, and like I said, I'm not sure how I'm going to keep it. When I root plants in soil, I will usually put them in a plastic bag, so that will keep the humidity very high for the plant, and their aerial roots will grow like crazy while they're in the plastic bag. But once I take them out of the plastic bag, the aerial roots tend to die back if I don't keep it in a moist area. So that's what I'm really worried is going to happen to this plant, because I do not want the aerial roots to die back. Let me open this to see what we're working with. So I've there we go. So I've opened it. The leaves. Okay. Here we go. This is really strange. I think I'm just gonna pull it out. So here it is, and the aerial roots, for the most part, look to be alive. Some of them have dried out. Not very many at all, though. And it looks in pretty good shape, because it was in that, plastic bottle. It was shaking around probably while it was in the mail. This is cool. This is pretty cool. So I think that I am going to place it into a pot. This is my first plant I've ever bought staked. I'm excited because I've wanted this plant for a long time, and I was thinking it's a heart leaf philodendron pretty much, so it shouldn't be too difficult to care for. So I'm essentially going to take care of it the same as I would a scindapsus or a trailing philodendron. So I'm pretty excited. I'm just going to bury this, and there are some roots at the bottom here that I'm going to bury, and hopefully those will become accustomed to soil, and the plant will live, and it'll continue going up this pole. I don't know, I feel like this is a pole that you can kind of mount, just have it on your wall like this, and I think that would look cool, but I don't know, I just don't think I could keep up with that. I'm not really sure what the intended setup for this would be, but I want to pot it. Here's a nice close-up of the plant. You can see those aerial roots everywhere, but it looks nice, huh? It's already like at the top of this pole, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, but I'm excited to finally have this plant. There's a little bit of discoloration, and again, I'm sure that's because when it was in the mail, it was just banging around in this little plastic tube. I just want to like focus on this plant and maybe show updates in the future, have a playlist of this plant so you guys can see how it grows. And for this plant, I guess the goal is to to keep it surviving and keep the aerial roots growing and hopefully get them to embed themselves into the pole, because as of right now there are some embedded, but I would like to see it be more one with the plant, like the Adansonii that I saw in North Carolina. But someone mentioned in the comments of that video that they were sad to see it was stapled, and I honestly didn't even notice it was stapled because I was just too amazed by the roots. So this one's not stapled, it's just tied on here, which I don't know, could eventually harm the plant, but I think it's definitely better than having the plant stapled onto the wood. But yeah, I'm so excited. So let me get some soil and a pot, I guess, so I can pot this up. I don't know if that's the best move. Maybe I should just let it live like this, but I want to make sure to keep it moist. Maybe I should keep it laying like this and put it in like a tub of water maybe. I think that would be the most successful, because I would keep this plant outside, and like as of today it's like 106 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and you can imagine how quickly this moss pole would dry out and how quickly the aerial roots would shrivel up and die. So I don't want that to happen. I just want to keep it high humidity, so I think I'm gonna go with that tub idea for now. I'm just gonna lay it in a tub. Let me know what you guys think, because I personally would like to put this into a pot and pot it up so it's boop standing like this. But for now, I think it can be sustained in just like a tub of water. So I'm gonna go find a container to house this for now. Okay guys, I'm done. I just realized that there is like a directions on what to do with this plant. So it says, once you receive your plant, place it inside a tote or plastic container with some air circulation until it gets established to its new home. After, you can pot it up with good draining soil or as a hanging plant indoors and set it next to a totem to climb up. So I don't know if that means putting water, but this is what I did before I read that. It's not very little, but it's like a drawer, and it's the biggest thing that I could find to fit in the, okay, to fit this in here. And I put in some water just so it could soak up a little bit. That's what I did. I don't think I needed to put water, but we'll just let it, soak in there for a little bit. And I think I'm gonna cover it so that the humidity stays high. I'm gonna take out the water in a little bit. Then we're gonna leave it there for a week, I guess. I'm gonna leave it there for a week, and I will probably update you guys whenever I decide to pot it up. This is just a whole new experience for me, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out. And thinking about it, I don't know how much cheaper it would be to just totem it myself, because I have a lot of plants I want to stake. I want to stake up, but I just haven't done it. So it's just a time saver like this. And I guess it has a ton of aerial roots. It has so many aerial roots. And I guess the most difficult part for me is letting the aerial roots form, because I have a deliciosa. I put it on a totem pole like over half a year ago maybe, and the thing is it lives outside, so the totem dries out very quickly. But I think now there's at least like one aerial root finally going into the moss pole, so I'm very excited about that. And this one is just like, it's already ready to go. It's already up there, and I guess I'll have to add to the stake since it's pretty much reached the top already. But let me know if you guys have any advice or what you guys think. If you would buy a plant already on a stake. I don't think it's something I would normally do, but I just wanted to test it out, kind of see, kind of have the experience. I don't know, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. I'll probably have like a playlist for this plant so you guys can see the evolving of it and just how it's growing. Okay, bye.